When the U.S. Department of Education reported the most recent figures on student loan defaults, it pointed to a problem that could lead to taxpayers footing the bill. According to the government, just over 9% of students whose loans came due after October of '09 had defaulted within 2 years, twice as many as 5 years before. Craig Smith has more on the problem and how it might affect you.
Veronica Nunes considers herself lucky. A 2010 college graduate, she has $100,000 in college loan debt that she would not be able to pay back without help from her parents.
I feel bad because they want to retire, and it's a big burden on my shoulders, but I'm just thankful that I have their support.
Nunes says she could defer her payments, but she wants the debt behind her as soon as possible. She's one of the millions of graduates and current students whose debt adds up to at least $1 trillion, much of it backed by the federal government.
Loan amounts are going up. The average student graduates with about $30,000 in student loan debt.
Dr. Dean Scarlett is president of the College Advisor of New York.
All of the student loans, Stafford and Perkins, are government backed. So they're going to pay the banks one way or another. People are going to owe that money, and somehow, taxes are going to go up in order to pay the banks, and that's what's going to happen.
Like the housing market bubble burst that featured loans going to people with little or no ability to repay, college loans go to borrowers who may have no income later, or to some, like Veronica Nunes, who can only pay because someone else is helping to cover the cost.
I'm over 60 grand in interest debt. It's really difficult, but it's getting a bit better slowly but surely. But right when I graduated, it was almost impossible to find a job.
Dr. Scarlett suggests parents can minimize the problem by choosing a less expensive school. His general rule is if you've never heard of the school you're considering, you'll have a better chance at being admitted at a reasonable price. Craig Smith, CBS 6 News.
Scarlett also tells our fact finders he's noticed more students are going to less expensive schools or community colleges to save money, or at least they're starting out there before heading to a bigger school. To give you just a comparison, a student who lives in this area and decides to go to Schenectady County Community College full-time will pay just over $3,300 a year. To go to a school like Skidmore in Saratoga Springs, over $44,000 a year.